G'day guys, Ziggy here, and welcome to my first look at the alpha for Escape from Tarkov. This is an upcoming hardcore immersive realistic survival shooter. Those are just some of the things that have attracted me to the game, as well as a pretty in-depth loot system with plenty of guns and a huge amount of modification. As well as this kind of like slower paced, more immersive kind of gameplay style rather than your run and gun shooter. And we're going to take a bit of a look at it. Anything could happen. You can die very suddenly in this game, or you can have some pretty intense firefights, or you can have not too much happen. It's a bit of a mixed bag from my initial testing so far. The first thing I'm going to do is kit up our character to go into a raid where we're going to try and find some hardware, find some resources, find some cash and some weapons and things like that, and maybe face down with some other players and some AI scavengers. So the first thing we're going to do is look for a main gun to take in with us. I think I'll take in this one here, and I'll use this as an opportunity to show you guys the really in-depth modding system. So you can modify basically every part that is potentially changeable of your weapons, to the extent where you can do things like add a rail here, and then we can add a sight to this if we want to. We already have a sight here, so that's not particularly useful, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that. We can change out through various forms of attachments, sights, red dot sights, and so on and so forth, and as well as things like laser sights and torches. Let's go ahead and, do we have a torch on this currently? We do have a torch on this currently. We could add a laser sight to the other side if we wanted to. There's one just there. Otherwise, I'm fairly happy with this current setup. We do have a suppressor on this. We've got our torch if we need it for some of the dark indoorsy areas. We can change like the type of magazine that we use. We can change the grip here potentially, and these all have an impact on the recoil, the accuracy, the ergonomics of the weapon. So, for example, this one here has one of these handles is a bit more ergonomic than the other, while the other one helps a bit with more recoil. So you can see the stats kind of changing down the bottom here. So I'll go ahead with this hand grip, and we've got some different. We can't modify this pistol grip while it's in our hands currently. We need to take it into our backpack to be able to do that, but we can remove the stock if we wanted to. I'm pretty happy with this as it is though. We'll take this in. We'll also grab ourselves a pistol. I think what pistols do I have on hand at the moment? Well, I'll go ahead and grab this one just here. We'll have to make sure we have a tactical rig, because you can only reload your weapons from magazines in your tactical vest or in your pockets. If they're in your backpack, they're not much use, but we'll take a backpack so we can store some gear with us. This is where we'll take most of the stuff that we loot from the raid. Let's put a tactical rig on as well. And it looks like we are going to need to get some magazines for these as well. 6L31 for here. I should have some of this floating around. There's a 6L31 magazine there. Something you'll notice is you can actually unload the ammo out of these, and then you can move the ammo around and put it in other magazines. So I can just keep these rounds in my pockets, for example, and then reload them into that magazine. You don't just need to carry around a billion magazines. You can carry a box of ammo in your backpack and refill your magazines as you desire. There's going to be different ammo types and things like that. Armor piercing for enemies wearing body armor, which has a big impact. I think we might ourselves grab some body armor, so I'll show you guys the trading system just here. So these are various shopkeepers which you can use, spend your money or trade with. Some of them will want to barter instead, so they're looking for specific items. Maybe they want some hard drives or RAM sticks or something like that, or some car parts or something that they might want to exchange instead. So we'll see what we can find here. This guy's mostly got actual weaponry, so there's some pretty cool looking stuff in here. And some of these are kind of like, you know, this doesn't have anything on it currently, so we need to add a stock and hand grip and magazines and everything to that. Let's go ahead and find a tactical vest. Okay, so this pusher here has a couple of different types of body armor. Both of these have the same protection armor point rating, 140 here. We can see the different details. So you can see there's a lot of detail in all of the gear and stuff. But this Ford Defender armor here protects more zones. So there's like a full ballistic system in this game. And if you get, this will only protect you from getting shot in the torso section, right? Whereas this has arms, it has stomach protection as well. Like it protects a larger area of your body. So this armor is significantly better just because of that extra coverage, right? So It's going to protect from rounds flying into your top sections of your arms and so on. Let's go ahead and take this one here. It does cost a fair bit of cash, but I do have quite a lot of rubles right now, so I'll go ahead and take that. Now we can go ahead and equip that on our character here. It should be floating around in here somewhere. There it is. So that's going to give us some significant protection. There's a few headsets and things you can get. There's night vision goggles, and there's actually these headphones you can get to help amplify the sounds of other players, but muffle other distracting sounds. So sound tells play a big part in this game. But without any further ado, let's actually jump into some gameplay here. There are two factions, PMC, and so there's actually three factions: the Scavs, there's the USEC, and then the Bears, I believe. I'm not sure. Like, I think you can make multiple different characters in the future, but for now, just the one in this alpha at the moment. So let's go ahead and jump into a raid in the factory, and I'll do an online raid here. Okay, so there's quite a few players already in here, so we'll jump in and we might be able to face off with some of those. Maybe we'll make a friend, and there will also be scavengers, which are AI opponents, in the factory section as well. Alright, so we're about to spawn in now. Our objective is going to be to stay alive, primarily, try and loot as much stuff we can from other players and from the environment, and hopefully make it to the other side of the factory and get an extraction. There's an extraction point that we'll want to try and reach. But for now, we're going to try and see if we can grab some stuff and stay alive. This is in multiplayer full loot, so if we die, we will lose the things we are carrying, except for anything stored in our gamma container here. I accidentally brought some weapon modifications in our gamma container, but this stuff is secured, so you can store some things that you want to keep in here. Otherwise, anything in your backpack or your weapons and stuff can be taken by other players. Alright, so we're going to move around in here and see what we can find. Okay. So you'll notice that sound plays a huge role in this, and something I want to point out is that you make different sounds depending on what you're walking on and the different types of actions you're doing, and you can actually hear that from other players too. Like, just listen to me turning around. You can hear my kind of feet shuffling on the concrete and in the gravel, and that can be quite notable. You can listen to someone... You can listen to someone like shuffling and turning around and kind of get a bit of a gauge of what they're doing. So I'm in the underground section of the factory just here, so I'm going to move around. I'm going to put myself on auto fire here, just in case we run into anyone. Okay. I haven't... Is that a torch? I don't have my torch attachment on right now, but I was pretty sure I just saw some torch light. It might have been just this light reflecting off the wall, maybe? It looks like there has been... Is that a dead player there? That is indeed a dead player there. Okay. This is a little exposed here. As you can hear, some firefights going on in the background there. Okay. Sounds like two other people shooting at each other. I'm gonna move out and see if I can loot this guy if he hasn't already been looted. Doesn't look like he has much on him though. Yeah, oh, he's got some pockets we can search. I hear some people shooting at each other, but I don't think they know that I'm here. Alright, I'll grab his magazine here. That might be usable in our pistol as well. Okay, he can hear some people up at the top right there. I might have to go focus mode for a bit here, guys. I don't really like the idea of moving up these steps here. I think some people are moving around up in there, and there's a bit of a firefight happening in the indoors section up there. Whoa. Thought I saw something, but not quite. Okay, I don't really like the position that I've started in here, so I'm going to try and see if I can find a safe way out. Okay, I don't hear any sounds of movement, so I don't think anyone's too close to us here. Alright, let's head around this way. I'd rather not come out there, because that's kind of in the middle of the factory section up there. Oh, I hear footsteps. Someone walking just above us here. There's like some metal walkways just above where I am now. It's really like intense and frightening, this game, and you can die so suddenly, right? Like if you get shot in the head, you're dead. As I said, this is kind of like this hardcore, immersive, realistic shooter. And the weapon handling and like the way you physically move around and stuff all lends itself to that. You can't run and gun in this game. If you do, you'll find yourself just kind of spraying in a random direction and unable to get your weapon up in time to defend yourself. So moving slowly is the order of the day. Alright. I did not hear him coming up behind me. I got shot in the back, man. I got shot in the back. So as you can see, it can all be over very quickly. I got 1 experience from that run. So that was an example of a very unsuccessful run. And that guy is no doubt taking our stuff right now. So we're gonna get some weaponry and see if we can't get back in and get some revenge and maybe take our stuff back. But that's a good example, I guess, of you know, how quickly it can be over and how careful you have to be. Sounds like someone was sneaking up behind me that whole time. So maybe I should have been moving a little bit more quietly because I might have grabbed their attention with my footsteps and shuffling around there. Okay, let me grab a new weapon here and we'll grab some ammo for it. And I'll get myself kitted up and then we'll jump back in. The unfortunate thing about that is I was wearing body armor, but I think he just like shot me in the back of the head. So, well, there goes that expensive body armor I bought. Oh, well, that's the name of the game. We do still have plenty of cash and plenty of gear to take with us, so we'll be okay. So there's no karma system in the game currently, so even people from your same faction are mostly going to be kill on sight here in the alpha, but I believe that's something they're working on in the future, of adding some sort of team system to encourage people to work together that aren't partied up. Alright. Alright, looks like we have spawned... I'm not sure where we are, actually. I think we're kind of above the area we were before, yeah. Can I get through this door? I think I can. Yeah, I can move out this way. Alright, this is a better position for me this time. I don't have very good range on me here with this weapon. Okay, I don't really want to stand in that doorway for too long. I can hear someone moving around up above me, I think. Try and move around this way. I don't really like where I am at the moment. Let's get into this section here. Okay, so this is near where we died before. That might even be our corpse. This is pretty close to where we were. This might even be our corpse, yeah. I don't know if this was ours. Let's see if there's anything in here for us, though. There's some ammunition there. I'll take that pistol. Ah, shit, I'm not on auto fire. Got him! Yes. Oh man, I couldn't sprint because he took my leg out. He just blasted me in the leg with that shotgun. Thankfully, I do have a good Cellular medkit with me here, which these things are one of the most powerful medkits in the game. That's why I'm keeping it in my gamma container, because it's quite valuable. But that will heal me up. Alright, so he was a bit silly to come around the corner there. I think he thought he had me on the run. His shotgun blasts might well have drawn attention. Let me reload. Oh, I can't believe it wasn't on auto fire. I just fired a single pod shot there, and then I had to get out of there. I was trying to sprint away, but my leg was busted up. Alright, so that was a successful engagement. I'm gonna take this guy's shotgun, absolutely. He might have some shotgun shells on him, hopefully. There's only 4 in this shotgun. Okay, yeah, there's some shotgun shells there, excellent. Heaps of shotgun shells. Perfect. I don't think that was at me. I think that was just outside, but there is someone very close, though. Let's bring our shotgun out here. I might turn that torch off. It's just going to draw attention at this point. I don't really need it. Shotgun's good for panic situations. Okay, I can't hear anyone here. Make sure we're checking our corners here. I'm stuck on some terrain. Alright, making a fair bit of noise in here though, which I'm not a big fan of. I can hear someone. Someone like just over there, I think. Alright, I'm gonna move back through this way. See if anyone follows us. No, okay, I want to get in the above ground section. I don't really like being down in these little corridors here. Let's see if we can move up. shadows. Alright. Let's move up here. I'm terrified, I'm not gonna lie. I am terrified. Alright, so it's fairly safe from behind here. Section's pretty open. I might bring this weapon out here. Okay, let me just check there's no one up the top there. No, that looks safe. There's a few doors over here. I might head into one of these rooms. So I think we can extract through these areas as well. Like, I think if we head out these doors, or there's some doors near this area here where we can extract from. Alright, I hear some shooting. Is that someone in there? No. Okay, I'm gonna move through this section where we have a fair bit of cover. Maybe that's the extraction point over there. Alright, I'm gonna open this door. I'm not gonna be kicking down doors at this point. It's just gonna draw too much attention. So there's like upstairs office sections that I want to get to, because there's gonna be a fair bit of loot up in that area. That's a lot of gunfire. Where is that? That's really close. I want to get over here real quick. Okay, let's get in his cells section here. I'm not going to commentate all the time, because sometimes you just need to listen out. Like, that's what I was talking about. The sound tells are really important. You can hear those footsteps coming up on you, so you need to be watching out for that. I'm putting out a lot of shadows there, which I'm not a big fan of. Okay. Alright, this looks pretty good. So we can't move in here. Can hear some like water dripping behind me. Oh, it's just here. Alright, is there anything around here? No. Alright, this is good though. Let's go up in here. I think this will take us upstairs to where I wanted to go. There could be a bit of action up in here though. Alright, I'm gonna open this door. I'm very exposed if I move from here to there. So I'm actually gonna not do that. I'm gonna keep going upstairs instead. Let's bring my shotgun out. Seems like a weapon of choice for in here. Okay, there's no one in that section. All right, so I'm gonna clear each of these rooms here. We need to breach this door because it's kind of like locked up. That will make a lot of noise though, so let's try and get out of this area quickly. See if there's anything in here for me first. No. It's a piece of like hardware that you can barter with some of the shopkeepers that they might be looking for there. It's like a rat counter or something. Okay, is there anything on the desk for us? Nothing on the desk currently. Looks like this area might have been somewhat cleared out already. You'll notice you can control your degree of standing to a great detail. So you can press C just to like crouch or stand essentially. Or you can hold C and then like scroll your scroll wheel to dictate how, so I'm like crouching just slightly here. And that'll affect like the speed you move at. But it'll also affect, yeah, like how tall you are as a target essentially. Okay. Let's stand back up so we can move a little more quickly through it. There's been quite a bit of action in here, it looks like. Alright, let me go search these guys, see if we've got anything on them. That guy's got a beanie, I'm taking it. Give me that beanie. I did not hear him at all, man. He was just creeping up on me. Damn, shot in the back. Once again, while looting. Yep. Yeah, you have to be very careful about when you choose when to loot and when not to, because, well, someone can sneak up on you while you're focused on rummaging through someone's pockets, which is not ideal. Not ideal. I guess the pile of corpses there probably should have been a good indication to me that was a pretty dangerous spot to stand and loot. I mean, there might have been a guy, like, I didn't actually check under the stairs. He might have just been sitting under the stairs waiting. That's actually quite likely, now that I think about it. Let's take a new weapon and I'll go in for one more spin for this video today. Alright, so our kill-dev ratio has been pretty bad so far. We've had some examples of unsuccessful raids, just showing you guys what not to do, but also hopefully showing you guys, you know, what to expect out of the game, right? Like, this is not going to be everyone's cup of tea. It is a fairly brutal game, and that is something to be conscious of. That it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. I got myself a Saiga automatic shotgun here, which feels like something that I want. Moving through here, I did just hear some gunfire from over there. I'm down in this like lower section again, which I'm not really a big fan of. I'm gonna move back through this way. I don't like ascending out of the steps from there. Sometimes I hear my own footsteps and I'm like, who's following me? Okay, let's move up this way. That area over there is way too exposed as well, but maybe I can move up through here. Someone. Alright, this is good. This is good. Alright, let's open this door here. Yeah, maybe I should have went with this door. Oh no, they're both breach doors, so that's probably gonna attract some attention. I think I did hear someone walking around. Just making sure. Just making sure. Alright. That was an enemy. That was an enemy player there. Or another player, at least. Okay, so the thing about my current shotgun situation is I don't have any more tactical... Can I... unload? Reload this. I have to manually reload here because I don't have a tactical vest or pockets large enough to hold my current magazines for this Saiga shotgun, so... I'm hoping to find another weapon as soon as possible. Okay. Alright. There's someone else just here. I shot maybe three shots just then. Let's just check. I have only one round in there. Can I actually just I can reload this one like this. I have to actually pull my magazines out of my backpack, right? So inventory management and your actual equipment in terms of your tactical vest and stuff like that has a big impact. This thing is proving to be very effective. Just my reloading situation. I probably should have invested in a tactical vest, but my last two runs where I died straight away made me feel like I didn't want to spend the money until I could prove to myself that I could stay alive. So actually manually reloading the magazines instead. But you know, whatever works. Alright, let's reload that one back up. I mean, this thing's working well though. If I can grab one of these guys' weapons. I can hear someone. I definitely hear someone like just out there. I don't know if I want to breach that door because it's just going to leave me exposed. I really want to loot this guy to try and grab his weapon because my current weapon situation is a little awkward. I was talking to the, I got this guide from the team about like suggestions on how to play the game. Focus time. I got shot in the leg. He was just off to the right there. Got him! Sorry, buddy. My positioning was pretty good there. All he had was like my head and my upper body there, whereas I had the whole target to aim at. Alright, I'm currently bleeding out, so I need to I'm gonna move under the stairs here. Whoa, fuck! Oh. Holy shit. We've attracted way too much attention here with this shotgun fire. I'm gonna pull out the shotgun that's loaded that I stole off that other guy. I really need to heal. Alright, we'll leave that guy for in a bit. I need to find somewhere safe to heal from. Alright, let's get around here. Because I'm gonna die in a moment if I don't heal up. This is gonna have to do, because I'm gonna die in a second. Alright, that's at least got us out of danger. Alright. How are we looking? Our head's really messed up. Just looks like it's affecting our vision a bit as well. You can see the blood splatters on the screen and stuff too. Damn, that was furious, man. Shotgun massacres. Alright. Okay, let's get here and loot this guy. Well, we've got some people to loot now. There's a pistol for me. Let's search his pockets, see if he's got any ammo for us. Okay, this thing's got... I can reload this thing easily because this thing we actually just load the shells directly into it from our pockets, so that works well. This guy's got some rounds on him and also a pistol magazine. We can put it in our pocket. If I can grab these guys' weapons and then successfully extract, I will be happy. Then we'll at least come out of this run profitably. Grab his baseball cap. Come on, 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 come on. Shotgun shells, good. Alright, that'll do. I don't know if I want to loot those guys out there. There is 3 guys out there, and we have killed most of the people in the area. Like, we might have killed nearly everyone. I haven't heard any other gunfire. Alright, I'm gonna go prone and pretend to be a dead body while I loot this guy. This guy's got an actual shotgun on him there. Let's take his shotgun. Oh, can I not fit that in my backpack? Nah, I'll keep my current one. We already have one of those MR33s there. You can actually rotate things as well to fit them in your inventory. His guy's got a tactical rig. I kind of want to take his tactical rig. That'd be sweet if I could do that. He's got bandages on him, that's good. I'll take those. A splint, I'll take that. Some shotgun shells, some more ammunition. Take that pistol, keep that pistol in my gamma pouch. Can I actually just wear this tactical rig? Oh, I could have just taken his entire tactical rig. That would have been easier. Alright, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. This guy looks like he's got his axe equipped currently. Might have been going in for a swing. Let's just search his pockets then. Yeah, so I was talking to some of the, like, in the guide for the devs, they were saying you can do what's called a knife run, where you just go in with a knife or an axe or something, and then just try and come out with as much loot as possible. So if you can get one kill and steal their weapon, then, you know, work up from there. It seemed like a pretty cool idea. Something to try in the future. Okay, this one's got, like, a different... We can, like, take some of the stuff off of this. Take the round out of it too, so you can actually like take the things off of the weapons. If you can't take the weapon, you can take the attachments off the weapon to use on your weapons, or you can literally take the round out of the chamber. It's just like the level of detail in this game is definitely one of the things that attracted me to it. So I think the extraction point is like out one of these areas here, so we're actually not too far away. If we can successfully extract with this loot, I will be very pleased, because we have done pretty well in this run. And when we're coming out of this with an extra shotgun, another pistol, heaps of ammo, some extra bandages and stuff, an attachment, looking pretty good. I wouldn't mind a little bit more, but that might be getting greedy. Is this the extraction point? No, it isn't. That's the one thing that I think needs to be like, it might just be something that you need to learn as a player, but there's maps, but they don't really very clearly show the zone or the extraction points, so that's something I need to learn. Is you need to actually be able to successfully navigate your way to the extraction area and then like leave the zone essentially, so that you can keep the gear that you've gotten. Okay, I'm gonna have to go about this way because I thought the extraction zone was over there, but we'll continue exploring and I'll jump to whether we run into anyone or if we looking at scavs. The scavs tend to be pretty chatty. There we go, there's the exit. Clearly marked, look at that! Extraction in 8 seconds. Perfect, alright. Well, 2 unsuccessful runs and a successful run to show you guys. I think that gives you guys a good kind of look at the game there. So now that we've successfully extracted, we'll get a look at like the experience that we gained from our successful run. So, survived, that's good. There's a bunch of stats here. You guys can take a look at that if you like. And we get experience for various things. So we got 5 kills, so we got 2,500 experience for that. We got a headshot bonus, a streak bonus, pretty nice streak bonus, inflicting heavy damage on someone that survived apparently. Exploration bonuses for like searching around, healing ourselves gave us experience, and actually looting items as well from other players and from the environment. We didn't find too much stuff in the actual environment, but we did manage to get a fair bit of stuff off other players. So not too bad. Not a super profitable run, but still a profitable one, and not dying was good. I was glad that I was able to show you guys a successful extraction. Get in there and get some loot and get out. Because that's the idea. That's kind of like the general gameplay loop, right? Is you take some equipment in there. Like, you play a bit of a gambling game, right? The more loot, the more equipment, the better equipment you take in there, the more you're risking, right? Like, so if you die, you're going to lose it. And, you know, the body armor, for example, is quite valuable. But the, you know, the better chance you're going to have of surviving because you're going to be more well equipped. And whereas if you take less in there and manage to come out with a lot of stuff, then that's going to be better, but you know, you're not going to be potentially as successful. So there's that kind of gambling game to it. What is this splint that we got here? Common splint for fixing damaged bones in position, emergency aid manager. So if we get a broken bone, you saw when we took a lot of damage there was a bunch of kind of status symbols near our health, and one of those might have been a broken bone. So this would treat that specifically. So there's various different treatment items like bandages for bleeding and splints for broken bones and so on. Whereas the Sailor med kit is valuable because it contains all of those things inside of it, so it can treat all wounds. But you might have to make do with just bandages or just a splint and things like that, depending on your wounds. As you play in longer missions and spend more time in, you'll notice we have things like thirst and energy, and you will consume food and drink too. So you'll notice that I've looted some things in the past, like some pomegranate juice, for example, which you can consume to keep your character fresh, and that presumably has some impacts on your combat capabilities and so on and so forth. So, pretty interesting game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this first look at it. There are going to be a bunch of things like character progression and stuff that aren't currently in the alpha, so you can see a bunch of skills here. There's also like mastery of different types of weapons too. You can see I've started getting some mastery on like the Saiga after that run just there. We've got 19 out of 1500 mastery points, I guess. So there's going to be that sort of character progression system, and it's within my interest realm because it's a loot and shoot essentially, right? It's very loot focused. It's about getting in and getting as good and as much loot as possible, and I really like the idea of, like, especially finding guns and then finding heaps of cool modifications for that gun, so you can create a super weapon and customize it to be exactly what you want it to be, which I quite like. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see some more Escape from Tarkov. If you have any thoughts or things you want to see from the game, let me know. That is going to be it for now. I'm Ziggy D, and thank you very much for watching.